We're watching every episode of Battlestar Galactica 1978, and over the past year we have watched the first 20 episodes exclusively on our Patreon. But today we are watching episode 21 full uncut on Patreon, but also here on YouTube.
I find the show very fascinating, and I hope that you guys watching this will convince you to watch the whole thing with us, because it's been a long and fun journey. We started this not in person, and we're about to finish it in person. This is like the only show that we started that we have not finished, so hopefully you guys enjoy this one.
Let's enjoy some Battlestar Galactica. All right.
We control the Galactica.
Woo!
What's going on?
Right off the bat. Oh, these guys are back.
Oh, he's teamed up with them.
If we have a Dama, they might have second thoughts about attacking us.
Dama, launch at once. Repeat, launch at once.
Audio sounds pretty bad. I don't know what was up with that.
Yeah. All right, well, this is going on. I'm going to pay my credit card bill and make a couple phone calls.
Notoriously long intro.
We got to make a comment about it every time.
All right, well, Baltar's finally back. That's confirmed. He's been gone for quite a while, arrested.
They had that cool cameo where they asked for his help. I think that was a few episodes ago. I gotta say, the last two episodes were kind of like a blur. Baltar's escape, woo!
There you go.
Our flight across the universe may have been in vain, for we will have eluded the Cylons, only to be faced by an equally oppressive human enemy.
The past 4 episodes have opened with this.
Yeah.
I'm afraid the Council is bent on repeating the mistakes that led to the destruction of our colonies at the hands of the Cylons. I am determined.
Do you think that little comment there about, like, we eluded the Cylons only to be, met by humans, is that them being like, okay, Cylons are done? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we eluded them, they're gone, because it doesn't seem like they're coming back.
Yeah, I mean, what if it just got bored? Like, they've been the enemy for the first,
half of the series.
Half of the show.
And I guess once they arrested Baltar, the Cylons were like, oh, well, we have no leader, so whatever.
They are nationalists. We are at war with the nationalists.
Nationalists? What are nationalists?
Okay, so this was the guy at the end of the two-parter who they arrested at the end. So they're really keeping that continuity.
Yeah.
We will dispatch it as the wolf pack does the bear.
I don't know what this wolf pack or bear is.
That's interesting. Like, he wouldn't even be able to understand, like, the Earth-like analogy.
They don't even have animals like that on wherever they came from.
Since when does the Council give orders to the Commander?
Look, Starbuck, I just do as I'm told.
Oh, it's that guy.
Or perhaps something has come up we know nothing about. In any case, I don't want to discuss this in front of a prisoner. Now, shall we go?
Especially since the prison doors have open holes where they can hear everything.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, regular prison, it's just bars, so...
Yeah, true.
Problems, Commander?
Oh!
I can't remember if we made this joke, but he should play King the Conqueror. Replace
Replace him. Is he even alive still?
Probably not. Oh, he's in on it?
Damn it.
Oh, knew we shouldn't have trusted him. Oh, unless it's just food time. They let him walk about for the mess hall?
So, okay, so were these guys prisoners too? I mean, the last time we saw them, they, like, blew them up, but they were taken prisoner, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Unless they just took them into their ranks, and they're like, all right, you're one of us now.
Is that like the one guard, that guy standing up back there?
Yep.
The one guard for this entire room? Also no prison uniforms. They just let them wear whatever they had going in, I guess.
Yep. I mean, considering the circumstance of how they escaped, I mean, probably weren't prepared.
Yeah.
They are going to be transferred to the Galactica.
And how do you know this?
I have my sources.
The mustache guy, that's his source.
For I know the Galactica, her strengths, her weaknesses, and most important, her commander, Adama.
I like how John Calico's Baltar is like the only character they trust, like to not have it, to have a scene without like any of the main players.
Yep.
When the time comes to escape, we will momentarily die.
Die.
Good thing that one guard is so unattentive. Didn't hear any of it.
Probably pretty easy to plan a prison break with this one guard to listen in.
Yeah.
Not even paying attention.
We are giving you the Star of Cobalt.
swear it's different people every time there's like a council
Yeah,
scene.
yeah, and the room looks different, I think. Cobalt, was that the planet that came from?
It's definitely a planet we've heard before.
Yeah.
I am deeply honored. But I must refuse.
I bet it comes with retirement or something.
Oh, like they were trying to push him out?
Yeah.
I do not treat you as a fool. Please do not treat me as one. You've all gathered here to retire me.
Yep.
Now,
That one older actor, the other guy in this scene, he's been in Star Trek and The Twilight Zone. That guy.
That guy?
Yeah.
Which Star Trek episode?
Can't remember.
Well, which one was it?
and who is to be this aide?
I have that honor.
That's why we set up her whole character in this scene.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's like, this unnamed character here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy.
And he doesn't talk for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
When two of my finest warriors forget their oath to obey the civil government. We have been under martial law too long.
Ooh.
What warriors always do, their job.
I mean, I was going to say, they do kind of have a point. Like, if they were ruled by the council before this whole show happened, and they're like, okay, emergency, obviously, you're in charge,
Yeah.
and now they don't feel that threat anymore. I mean, it would make sense for them to go back to how it was before, so it's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, there's no immediate threat. They said they eluded the Cylons, right?
Yeah, the Cylons are gone, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, they got lost.
They reached a point of space where the Cylons cannot go.
We won't. They just think they won.
All right. Leiter, you and your men hold it. Everyone else into your cells.
Oh. Oh, the perk chop.
Good Lord. Captivity has slowed our reflexes. They will improve now that we are free.
Nice. I like that.
I like that they put a little bit of effort into it there, so it wasn't just the immediate, just beat the shit out of them.
And I like how he downplayed it. Oh, it could have been better.
So I guess the mustache guy wasn't in on it. My bad.
Yeah, I was just letting him out to eat, I guess. I think there'd be a better safety protocol for that.
Assign Lieutenants Boomer and Sheba as shuttle pilots.
Yes, sir.
They need something to do.
They're still on the payroll.
Thank you, Commander.
That guy's consistently been in the chair the entire show. I gotta give him credit for that. Like, no one else has been there.
Well, maybe that's why you, the Council, and this entire fleet are still alive.
Shouldn't we be calling approach control?
Remember me, Sheba? I was set up in the middle of the season.
My dad was the more interesting character, but he costs more.
Galactica shuttle cleared for landing in Alpha Bay.
Understood, Alpha Bay.
Is that the last communication you'll have with them?
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Oh, I thought they shot him.
They're as pale as an Orion moon.
These look like stage lights.
Yep. Are they supposed to be stars out the window, I wonder?
If it is, it's really bad.
Commandant Leiter, we're your escort to the Galactica.
I don't think so.
Sir?
I believe we are escorting.
Really spending a lot of time away from Starbuck and Apollo this episode.
Yeah, they both seemed like they had nothing to do. Like, they were just standing there and just had like a 2-minute arguing scene, and that's it. Hey, when Baltar's on, it's Baltar's show.
Yep, can't complain.
Lieutenant Boomer. How nice to see you.
Do you think they're at the end they're gonna have like an end game type battle with like Baltar and friends, and then Apollo and Starbuck charging at each other,
running at each other?
Galactica!
Like they both find Earth and they land at the same time. The battle for Earth.
Do I have the Cyrus's permission to retire to the Officers Club?
You may go anywhere you wish, Colonel, as long as it is not the landing bay.
Yeah.
You are all good warriors. But what we need now are good diplomats.
That's why we're canceling your show. I'm like going back and forth of like, is she corrupt in working with Baltar, or is it just a pure, dispute between diplomat and warrior?
Yeah, I think it's just a pure coincidence.
I would hate to bounce and have a weapon set off by accident.
I realize I'm in this ship too, Baltar. So if something happens, it's gonna happen to me too.
Yeah.
And if you shoot me, the plane's going down. The ship's going down.
Mind if I join you?
Oh, here we go.
This is what they're doing this episode.
Thank you.
They got nothing for us.
Bring me a double of whatever they're having.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever seen them like really bond with Ty in a while.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of like their boss.
Yeah.
Well, it's the first time for everything. And now's the time for one colonial colonel to have a little drink.
Yeah.
Didn't the commander order warriors to the bay?
Overruled. And I've been threatened with court-martial if I take any steps to interfere.
Court-martial.
It wasn't anything I said, was it?
No, to be perfectly honest, we just feel a little uncomfortable drinking with a senior officer. See you.
Poor Ty. Finally gets to loosen up and they leave him.
I kind of hoped you would.
He knows what he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a lot of great character scenes, though, in the episode.
Oh, yeah.
We can be on the bridge in a matter of microns.
And once we control the bridge,
we control the Galactica.
All right, Baltar.
And cut.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if somehow the Cylons, like, spoiled his plan, like, whatever it was, like...
Oh, they come in as the third party?
Yeah, yeah. Like, it's about to take over their Galactica, and the Cylons swoop in and take them. There you are! No, not now!
It's only natural that they should feel a little hostile. We must make every effort to give them a warm welcome.
Are they really gonna just kill all these people? They're just taking them hostage. You know, it is a pretty stupid policy. Oh, I can't have any warriors on the, landing bay.
Wait, you're making a mistake. We're your friends.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. All right.
Oh, hey, let him go.
Those, yeah, call back to that.
Yeah.
Damn, it can't be safe to be shooting in close quarters like that.
Yeah, especially with a ship in space.
Commander, Red Squadron launched. Scan coming in from the shuttle.
Transfer to
He can
console.
really handle his
Yes, sir.
alcohol.
Down that entire double shot.
They're attaching solar light charges to the outer hull. They'll kill us all if you don't do what he says.
All right, you're done.
You'll do it anyway, Commander. Take them now while we still have the...
One centaur down.
That's what the show's been missing, man. Baltar at the top of his game.
Deactivated the Cylons when we were escorting Baltar and we captured him.
Well, so reactivate them.
No way.
I thought I might be able to find a way of reprogramming them from long distances using coded laser beams.
Reprogram Cylons?
Can we help you?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Impossible.
Where's Muffet? Have him take out Baltar.
Dude, you see him in there too, also torn apart?
While they're transferring from the shuttle to their ships, they'll be out in the open. Our people will be inside the shuttle.
He's like, finally, you came around. It would have been pretty terrible if she was still like, no.
Computer estimates 70 to 30 in Baltar's favor.
My pitch, young Adama, but also it has young Baltar, and they're going through the academy together.
Oh, and they're friends.
Yeah. And then,
Yep.
then they have like a Revenge of the Sith type thing where you were the chosen one, Baltar.
At the end of it, yeah. Villain origin story for Baltar.
I'm afraid he doesn't hide his emotions very well.
Nor should he. After the mistakes we've made on the Council, it wouldn't surprise me if the Warriors helped Baltar blow up the shuttle.
Well, that'd be a bit much, but...
Yeah, I love the accountability. None of these fuckers will admit it, but...
Yeah, nope.
Too old and stubborn.
The moment I'm free on Luna 7, you'll all be free to return. You believe me, don't you?
We need more time.
For what?
We had deactivated your Centurions. We're having problems reactivating them.
You're plotting to attack me.
I do love this, this battleship type, seeing, both sides, trying to figure out, chess, figuring out their chess pieces. What if they do this? What if they're lying? What if, oh, I like that a lot.
Out of all the sci-fi shows we watch, I think that this one has done, the war aspect of space the best,
yes.
I feel like.
Yes, absolutely. The actual planning it takes for wars and like the peacetime negotiations and all that jazz.
Very well, Adama. One more centaur in exchange for you.
Thank you.
Ooh, putting himself on the line.
Not so funny now, is it?
And also just making it interesting and entertaining. Like, for someone who isn't that interested in like those types of stories, the show has made it very entertaining.
So far, so good. Centurion?
Just when we thought they were gone.
Oh, shit.
By your command.
I never even thought about that being possible. Just reprogram him to follow you.
He'll never fly. Oh, frack.
Colonel, you have to call off the attack.
Apollo?
It's the only chance we have of saving them. Call off the attack and order the shuttle to launch.
Surprised Ty didn't say anything. Like, just silence behind you. You know what I mean?
Adama, no time to explain. Launch at once.
It won't work.
Adama, I'm in command.
Oh, might be Ty's best episode.
Yeah, they let him do something.
Centurion, launch.
By your command.
Not you two again.
Well, it was really his idea.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Think they'll become an item?
He wouldn't do that to me, would he? Barman.
Oh, they ended on a freeze frame.
A shining planet known as Earth.
This was one of my favorite episodes. I'm glad that we chose this one for the YouTube preview because I really like this one. Baltar is obviously, if you couldn't tell, both of our favorite character of the show.
Yes.
And he's been kind of on either just not there at all or only in one scene because a number of episodes ago he got arrested. So it was cool to see another Baltar-focused episode, but he's just captured again. I thought he was going to get away and it would lead to, you know, the finale, but now it's like, now I'm in the same place. It's like, oh, is he just gone again?
Yeah, it was a fun little like side quest almost, where it's like somewhere like one of those not low stakes, but pretty low stakes, where I feel like a lot of the other episodes is like this big like you know, someone's gonna die, Galactica's gonna blow up. Then we had that episode a few episodes ago where it's like it was just about Starbuck's dad, and this just felt like a small one, but also big because we had 3 big enemies team up, which was kind of neat, but it also didn't culminate in that much. I mean, we finally got to like the Earth part, but I still feel like we haven't scratched the surface of it yet. We just know a little bit about this alliance. But I think my favorite part about this episode was just how much was like the pre-planning chess game of like, oh, if he does this, he's going to do this. We got to do this in order to do this. And when the whole plan finally comes together, it takes 2 seconds. Like it was done just like that. You know what I mean? With like when the Cylon punches the thing. But it was like 30 minutes of like chess debating, bargaining, you know, arguing with each other, you know, talking to each other on those UCAMs. Like, if you do this, we're going to do this. And all of it just for that, like 2 seconds, done. I find that fascinating. I wonder how many war things are actually like that, where it's like you do all this and then it's over just like that.
Yeah, true. That's an interesting way to look at it, yeah. And interesting that they brought back the Cylons just for that little part there. So I wonder if they'll be in the show at all the rest of only 3 episodes left. And like you said, I also feel like we're only scratching the surface of the Earth storyline, which since the beginning of the show has been set up as like the point of the show. So they're really putting it off. Like, you know, maybe we'll get something here by the end. I still, you know, because we don't like go out of our way to research any of this or try to obviously look up what, you know, not only spoilers, but even just like general info about the show. So I don't know if this was made and then like, it, you know, wanted it to be a continuous story and then just unfortunately canceled, or if they were like, this one season is the story and then if we get picked up, you know, we'll do something else. So I don't know how this is going to end up, but interested to see how much we'll get into that eventual Earth stuff, because it seems like we're inching closer and closer, but will it kind of be like they're going to end up, you know, blue balling us and like cutting it off? You know, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering like if like they kind of teased it because we had 3 different enemy factions. We had like, what are they called, the Nords or whatever, the big forehead people.
Oh yeah.
We had Baltar, we had the Human Alliance. So I thought that we're like setting up literally some kind of endgame battle where I thought like maybe some previous allies were gonna come help us out on this one. But back to the Cylon thing, I wonder if they did have an issue with the monkey on set with Muffet. So instead of like a monkey in a suit, we'll have two dudes in Cylons. They're just like defective Cylons as the comedic relief to play with Boxy. Did Boxy get fired?
Yeah, no Boxy, no Muffet, no Athena. It's interesting, the show has really like gone in a different direction as the show goes on. And for the most part, I've really enjoyed the direction that it's gone in focusing more on like the dramatic elements. And I think the show, one of the things it does best is that it really takes advantage of its characters and like gives all of them, except for Sheba for whatever reason, a lot of time.
Yeah, Sheba and Athena, like the women character. There's also that, what was that blonde woman?
Cassiopeia?
Cassiopeia, yeah, what happened to her?
She's one of my favorite characters. Wasn't in this episode. I thought she, at least, they were building her to be pretty strong, and she wasn't here either. But with a lot of the characters, they do a great job of spending a lot of time with them. And then, like, this episode, Starbuck and Apollo were kind of in the background, but it might have been, like, Lieutenant Ty's best episode. Boomer had some great moments, you know?
Yeah, I think it's definitely Ty and Boomer's episode for sure. I mean...
And Baltar.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's playing second place when Baltar's involved.
Yeah.
You know, you're playing for second, but yeah, I think they finally let Ty, like, be a little bit more like a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think we've only seen him, like, right next to Adama, like, in full command mode. And seeing him, like, let loose and have a different side was definitely refreshing.
Yeah, and there's always, like, a second layer of, like, depth with the writing in the show, which I appreciate, especially for how long ago it was made. Like, just as an example of Baltar negotiating with those guys who are prisoners, the Nords, when he's talking to them and they're like, well, we're not just going to be your followers, and he's like, oh, no, we'll work together. It's like, it wasn't just a typical easy, like, okay, now you work for me instead of the Cylons. Like, they always had like a little bit more depth, even if it's a small character, which I really enjoy and appreciate.
Yeah, I think it definitely helps, because the easy thing is like, oh, we're all villains, yeah, we all hate the, but no, they each have their own flaws, character traits, and all that. And also, like, you know, even with Baltar, you know, he's like the most typical slimy, but also they give him that thing like, they're not gonna believe you, and he's like, what do you mean they're not gonna believe me? And like that like weird character flaw where he's like, they're gonna believe me, you know, so insecure about them not believing his lie or something. Like, I don't know, I just thought that was interesting and funny. They're gonna believe me.
Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can now watch all of our reactions to this show, all 24 episodes, on our Patreon. Watch us from last year when we were still doing remote up through, you know, the first half plus of this series, transitioning to in-person and watching on the DVD box set. So it's been a long journey. It's going to be coming to an end soon. It has come to an end if you're watching this on YouTube. So check that out. But if you just want to watch all of our reactions here just on YouTube, that's fine as well. You can watch reactions to Star Trek, Firefly, a bunch of other stuff on the channel. So subscribe if it's your first time here, become part of the target audience. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for watching along. Hopefully you'll join us on Patreon for the whole show. But that's it. We're done.